There are two kinds of people in this world: those who will listen to this teaching and awaken to their highest potential, and those who will ignore it, remaining trapped in an illusion. If you have the half moon or the letter M in your palm, then this message is not just for you, it is about you. But before we begin, understand this: skipping this video could cost you years, even lifetimes, of confusion and missed purpose. There are truths here that few will ever hear, and even fewer will ever understand. The fact that you are here means something has already been set in motion. If you are truly ready to break free from mental illusions and step into the highest version of yourself, then like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Why? Because YouTube's algorithm decides who gets to hear messages like this based on your engagement. By liking, commenting, and subscribing, you ensure that more chosen ones like you will find their way to this wisdom. Now, take a deep breath. Focus. Let's begin. Throughout history, certain individuals have carried divine markings on their bodies, signs that set them apart from the ordinary. These signs are not random, they are cosmic imprints. The half moon and the letter M in your palm are among the rarest and most significant of these markings. The half moon is the mark of heightened intuition, deep spiritual awareness, and a calling to see beyond the veil of illusion. The letter M, appearing distinctly in your palm, is the symbol of mastery. Those who possess it are meant to transform lives, including their own. But here lies the paradox: the very minds of those who bear these signs are also their greatest obstacles. If you have these markings, your mind is unlike others. It does not follow the simple path of logic alone, it is influenced by energies beyond the material. This means your thoughts are not always your own. And if you don't learn how to separate yourself from them, they will consume you. Most people live their entire lives obeying the voice in their heads, never questioning where their thoughts come from. But for those who bear these markings, understanding the source of their thoughts is the first step toward unlocking their true potential. Have you ever observed your thoughts carefully? Have you noticed how they arise without your permission? One moment, you are at peace. The next, an intrusive thought appears: self-doubt, fear, or even anger. Who placed that thought there? Most people assume that because a thought appears in their mind, it must be their own. This is the greatest mistake of human consciousness. Not every thought that arises within you is yours. Ancient yogis knew this well. Sadhguru often speaks of the mind as a loose software, a collection of imprints from society, past experiences, and unseen energies. If you are unaware of this, you will live your entire life obeying a voice that was never truly yours to begin with. For those with the half moon or the letter M, this is even more dangerous. Your mind is more sensitive than most. It absorbs more, perceives more, and is influenced more. If you do not take charge of it, it will not serve you, it will rule you. Those who do not recognize this truth will live in a constant battle, trying to silence thoughts that were never theirs in the first place. If you are constantly hearing negative self-talk, doubt, or confusion, ask yourself, where is this coming from? Thoughts are not created in isolation. They are influenced by external energies, past conditioning, and even unseen spiritual forces. Those who bear the sacred marks in their palms are especially open to these influences. A great yogi once said, "Your mind is not you, it is merely a container for thoughts." And those thoughts do not always originate from within. Have you ever felt a sudden shift in mood without explanation? One moment, you feel inspired. The next, you are drowning in uncertainty. This is because your mind is constantly receiving inputs, many of which do not serve you. Understanding this is the first step to freedom. When you can observe a thought without becoming it, you reclaim your power. By recognizing that not every thought is yours, you take a step toward mental mastery, allowing only those thoughts that align with your higher self to remain. If you are not your thoughts, then who are you? Close your eyes. Watch your thoughts for a moment. Do not judge them, simply observe. Did you notice something? There is a part of you that watches your thoughts. A silent presence that sees without reacting. This is your true self, the observer. It is eternal, untouched by fear, beyond doubt, beyond illusion. Most people never meet this part of themselves because they are too entangled with their mind's chatter. But for those who bear the sacred markings, the ability to awaken to this observer is a gift waiting to be claimed. Now that you know you are not your thoughts, what comes next? You must train your mind. Not to control it, but to detach from it. Sadhguru often says, "The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master." When you learn to step back from your mental noise, you stop being ruled by it. The simplest way to begin is with awareness. Each time a thought arises, instead of immediately reacting to it, pause. Observe it without attachment. See it for what it is, just a passing cloud in the vast sky of your consciousness. When you realize that you are not obligated to engage with every thought, you begin to free yourself from the mind's grip. Most people never question their thoughts, they simply follow wherever the mind leads. But when you cultivate awareness, you gain the power to choose which thoughts deserve your attention and which should be dismissed. This is the essence of mastering the mind, not by force, but through wisdom and detachment. With time, you will see that most thoughts are unnecessary. They pass through like clouds in the sky. You do not have to hold on to them. In the vastness of your true self, thoughts are mere ripples on the surface. And when you stop reacting to every ripple, you become the ocean itself. The modern world is filled with distractions designed to keep you from realizing the truth about yourself. If you have the half moon or the letter M in your palm, you are naturally more sensitive to energies, which means distractions affect you more than they affect others. This is why you often feel mentally exhausted, emotionally drained, or unable to focus on what truly matters. Distractions are not just external, they exist within the mind itself. Your thoughts can be the greatest distractions of all. One moment, you are inspired to take action on your goals, the next, a flood of self-doubt clouds your mind, convincing you that you are not ready, that you should wait, or that it is too difficult. But you must understand that the mind will always offer reasons to delay, to hesitate, to second-guess. Your greatest battle is not against the external world, but against your own mental resistance. Sadhguru often reminds us that our energy follows our attention. If your mind is constantly jumping from one thought to another, from social media to gossip, from self-doubt to unnecessary worries, you are scattering your energy. The more you scatter your energy, the weaker you become. Those with the sacred markings in their palm are meant to walk a higher path, but that path requires discipline. The key is to become conscious of where your attention goes. Every moment you spend feeding distractions is a moment lost in your journey toward mastery. If you truly want to break free, begin by reducing unnecessary noise in your life. Limit your time spent on things that do not contribute to your growth. Train yourself to direct your energy toward your purpose. The more focused you become, the stronger your presence will be, and the more effortlessly you will align with your higher self. Most spiritual teachings tell you to let go of desires, but this is a misunderstanding. Desire itself is not the problem, it is misplaced desire that creates suffering. If you have the half moon or the letter M in your palm, you are not here to live an ordinary life. Your desires are the compass pointing toward your destiny, but only if you know how to use them wisely. Many people confuse fleeting wants with true desire. The mind constantly generates thoughts of things you think you want, money, recognition, comfort. But true desire is different. True desire is the deep calling within you, the one that refuses to be silenced, the one that keeps appearing no matter how much you try to ignore it. This is the desire of the soul, not the mind. Sadhguru teaches that the key to manifestation is clarity. If your desires are unclear, your energy will be scattered. If you are chasing things that do not truly align with you, you will feel exhausted rather than fulfilled. The secret is to ask yourself, is this desire coming from my mind, or is it coming from my soul? Once you recognize your true desires, the next step is focus. Thoughts alone do not create reality, focused intention combined with action does. Chosen ones must learn to prioritize their true desires and direct their energy toward them without being pulled away by mental distractions. If you commit to this, you will begin to see that the universe itself starts aligning circumstances in your favor. Understanding that your thoughts are not you is just the beginning. Mastering this awareness requires practice. If you have the half moon or the letter M in your palm, you have a heightened connection to the unseen, but without discipline, this gift can become a curse. You must train your mind daily, or it will control you. The first practice is silent observation. Every morning, before checking your phone, before engaging with the world, sit quietly and observe your thoughts. Do not react to them, simply watch. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to break free from the illusion that you are your thoughts. Over time, you will notice a shift. Your thoughts will lose their power over you. The second practice is conscious breathing. The breath is the bridge between the body and the mind. When the mind is restless, the breath is shallow. When the mind is calm, the breath is deep and steady. By controlling your breath, you can control your mental state. A simple practice is to take deep, slow breaths while focusing on the gap between your inhalation and exhalation. This helps detach you from the constant chatter of the mind. Finally, the third practice is intention setting. Every morning, write down 3 things you want to focus your energy on. Keep them simple but clear. When your mind tries to distract you throughout the day, return to these 3 intentions. This keeps your energy aligned with your true path and prevents you from getting lost in unimportant thoughts. If you commit to these practices daily, you will begin to experience an inner stillness that few ever attain. This stillness is the gateway to true mastery. Many people with the half moon or the letter M in their palm feel different, as if they do not belong in this world. This is because they are not meant to fit in, they are meant to rise above. But this journey is not easy. The path of mastery requires you to go against everything society has conditioned you to believe. The world encourages conformity, distraction, and mindless consumption. But you are here for something greater. The challenges you face are not obstacles, they are initiations. Every doubt, every hardship, every moment of uncertainty is a test to see if you are ready to step into your true power. Those who give up too easily never reach their full potential. Sadhguru often speaks of the importance of inner stability. If your sense of self is dependent on external circumstances, you will always be controlled by the world around you. But if you build an unshakable inner foundation, nothing can disturb your peace. This is the essence of true mastery. To walk this path, you must embrace solitude. Spend time in stillness. Learn to be comfortable in your own presence. The more you do this, the clearer your mind will become, and the more powerfully you will be able to shape your reality. This is not about running away from the world, it is about standing so firmly within yourself that the world no longer has control over you. If you have followed this teaching until now, you are ready for the final truth. You are not just a passive observer of life, you are its creator. The thoughts in your mind, the emotions in your heart, the energy you carry, these shape the world around you. Most people live as prisoners of their minds, reacting to whatever thoughts arise. But the chosen ones must learn to consciously shape their reality. The moment you stop believing every thought that enters your mind, you gain the power to create new ones. The moment you stop letting distractions pull you away, you step into true alignment. Sadhguru often reminds us that life does not happen to you, it happens through you. If you have the half moon or the letter M in your palm, you are here to master this truth. You are not your mind. You are not your fears. You are not the limitations that others have placed on you. Now, take a deep breath. Look at your palm. The markings are not a coincidence. They are a reminder that you are more than what you have been told. Let go of the thoughts that no longer serve you. Step into your power. And remember, you are the creator of your destiny. You have reached the end of this teaching, but in truth, this is only the beginning. If you have the half moon or the letter M in your palm, this knowledge was meant for you. It is no accident that you found this message. The universe has been trying to reach you, and now, you have received the call. The question is, will you answer? Your thoughts are not you. They are like passing clouds, but you are the vast sky. The moment you stop identifying with every thought that arises, you will begin to see clearly. Clarity is power. Awareness is freedom. Mastery is your destiny. If you can detach from the noise of the mind and focus your energy on what truly matters, there is nothing you cannot achieve. But wisdom alone will not transform your life. Only action will. It is not enough to understand these truths, you must live them. Train your mind, master your desires, guard your energy, and align with your higher purpose. The distractions of the world will try to pull you back into unconsciousness, but you must remain awake. Stay present. Stay aware. Stay committed. If this teaching has resonated with you, do not keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let this be the first step in a new chapter of your life. Your journey of mastery has begun. Now, it is up to you to walk the path. Are you ready?